The Italian fashion brand Versace has had their fair share in the spotlight in the fragrance world, most notably their never-ending Eros line, sort of pulling off a Dior Sauvage type line with their different concentrations and flavors of Eros. But one that stood out to me the most is their EDP concentration release in 2020. Today we'll be taking a look at this one release in the Eros line and see why I believe this is the best Eros they offer. In total, Versace has the original Eros in an EDT, an EDP, and Parfum concentration. And they also have their unique versions of Eros, like Eros Flame in the red bottle, Eros Energy in the yellow bottle, and their newest Dubai exclusive release of Eros Najim in a brown bottle. Again, in this video, I'll just be covering the original release of Eros in its Eau de Parfum concentration. As I said, this version of Eros is an Eau de Parfum concentration and is available in 3 different sizes. From Versace, you can get a 50 milliliter bottle for $87, a 100 milliliter bottle for $115, and a 200 milliliter bottle for $150. But of course, on discounters, you can get a 100 milliliter bottle for around $50 to $60. You can find this on pretty much any discounter since it's extremely popular, and where I found it was on Joma Shop, Forever Luxe, Beauty LIV, and Gift Express. Also, many of these discounters have a good deal on the 200 milliliter bottle, so if you're interested in the jumbo size, then it might be a good deal. Never pay retail if you don't have to. Now for the presentation, Versace Eros is known for its elegant and illustrious bottle designs. Its presentation showcases the figurehead of a Medusa in the middle with artistic masonry around it. The entire backside continues this pattern, adding some texture to the bottle. Of course, the name of the house, fragrance name, and concentration is printed on the front in gold. The artistic vision just doesn't stop there, as Eros is crowned with a golden Medusa with the cap clicking into place. Now let's look at the notes. In the top, mint, candy apple, lemon, and mandarin orange. In the middle, ambroxan, geranium, and clary sage. And in the base, vanilla, cedar, sandalwood, bitter orange, patchouli, and leather. Based off the notes, Eros is known for its iconic minty and sweet apple scent. The EDT is even heavier with those notes, but what I like about the EDP is that it takes that DNA and makes it more creamier and more mature. Some influencers have described the EDT concentration as a teenager fragrance, and I see why. I think every concentration of Eros appeals to a different demographic and age range. For me, I don't really care about the EDT, but I love the EDP because it focuses more on the creaminess and the vanilla. The unique note in the EDP is a candy apple scent, which is nicely complemented with the mint in this. The apple in this isn't really like a Parfums de Marly Layton kind of apple, it's gonna be more on the sweet side. Also because they list it as candy apple, so it's gonna be a lot sweeter and a little bit more on the synthetic side. The performance of this is pretty long lasting. I get about 7 hours of longevity on my skin. Of course, having an Eau de Parfum concentration is going to mean that it lasts and performs longer than an Eau de Toilette, since it has more perfume oil blended in. I never have to reapply this, and I can get through the whole day just by spraying it a few times. This scent is pretty loud, and it's already pretty much filled up my room, so be careful when and where you choose to wear this, as it's pretty sweet and it could be very loud, and it could project far within the first few hours. Speaking of, let's talk about when and where you should wear this. As I said earlier, the Eau de Parfum is a bit more mature than the EDT, so I'd say people between the ages of 20 to 30 would probably like the Eau de Parfum better than the other concentrations. The extra creaminess and the subtle woodiness in the base sort of grows it up a bit as compared to the original Eau de Toilette. The EDT is focused on its staple mint note, and with the typical ambroxan and sweetness, and it makes it younger for people in their teen years and early 20s. And with the Parfum version, I'd say it's for people even older, as the concentration and how the fragrance is blended deepens the DNA and almost darkens it, making it perfect for someone more mature. But for the EDP, I think it's a great all-rounder, all-year scent. It's bright, fresh, and fruity enough to be worn in the hotter months, and it's perfectly creamy, woody, and warm enough to wear in the colder months. And I think that versatility makes the EDP stand out more compared to the EDT. I think the EDT is limited to the hotter months like spring and summer because its main focus is that mint and fresher notes. But the EDP takes it a step further and grows it up and makes it more mature for you to wear it at any time of the year. This can be worn as a casual daily, but I can also see it be dressed up for something more formal at night. Again, it's just one of those iconic and popular fragrances that deserve the hype. It's versatile and can be worn almost anywhere. I mean, that's pretty much the end goal with fragrances, right? Just to smell good and find something that you don't have to think too hard about of when and where to wear it. Of course, some situations and occasions are more appropriate than others, but for the affordable price under $100 with discounters and having a name like Versace, I don't think you can go wrong. If you like green scents over blue scents, I think this is a no-brainer to add to your collection. Personally, I enjoy blue scents more over green scents, but I think Eros is a good bridge into that green territory, thanks to some of the notes being familiar in the blue world, like ambroxan and some of the other woody notes. The bottle itself is a bluish green, so I think it's fair to mark it as a bridge between both worlds of blue and green. If you want to try the Eros line in person, it's pretty much at every Sephora and Ulta, so you can compare and contrast, see how the different concentrations age up or age down, and how they smell to you, with the EDT being more sweeter and mintier, and the EDP being more creamier, and the Parfum being more woody and kind of darker. I think the EDP is a good in-between. I mean, it literally is, because there's EDT, EDP, and Parfum, but the EDP is a good mix of both, so I really like it, and that's why I got a bottle of it. Let me know in the comments which version of Eros you like, and if you've tried any of the newer releases like Energy and the Dubai exclusive Anajim. I think that one has oud and caramel. It's just a really good Arabian mix of flavors and scents that are pretty unique and you don't really see in the States. Thanks for watching my review of Eros. Feel free to check out my other reviews on my channel and follow me on Instagram for daily posts and videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.